No, you don't. Okay, there you go. No, turn off that. Okay. Hey, Facebook world. Look who's here. Comedian Marcus J. Hi.
How you doing?
Wonderful.
Hello, world.
Hey, world. Yeah. Don't worry if there's not very many people on here yet. Some people like to troll after the fact.
Trollers. We got the trollers.
Yeah. I get on and I do exercises at home. And then I get like 5 or 10 people that'll watch. And then by morning, 300 people have looked at it, but they didn't want me to know they were looking. You just never know.
Now, what kind of exercises are we doing here?
Yeah, it's not like porn. It's like the little old lady at home uses everything in.
So we're talking about maybe 2-pound weights.
No, I don't see I believe that everything in your house is something that's at the gym. You just don't know it. So when you open up the cupboard drawer, if you pretend it weighs 500 pounds, you know what? All of a sudden it becomes a weight.
So you bench press some bacon beans, basically. That's what you're doing.
Yeah. I'll lay in my bed and do push-ups on the floor.
But how do you lay in the bed and do push-ups on the floor at the same time?
Yeah, I did that today. You just lay on your stomach and have your front half of your body on the floor and do push-ups. And then you're working.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you work your back
You're
and.
basically doing decline push-ups.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a rut.
I was confused. I'm like, man, you got some long alligator arms. Not alligator. Alligator ain't got no arms. But you got some long octopus arms, I guess. If you laying in the bed and still doing push-ups on the floor. But now I see how you.
I'm very cheap. When I go to the gym, it's a social event. I want to know who's looking at me, and I want to look at other people. I don't do squat at a gym.
Are you trying to pick up some men? Is that what you're doing?
I did find somebody at the gym once, and that was a riot. Yeah.
Only once.
Only once. Yeah. One hookup. Well, it wasn't even we walked around the town getting to know each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And he used to play for the New Orleans Saints. He had 2 rings.
Oh.
Yeah. And he had a lot of concussions, and I only had 1 brain injury. So he rejected me.
Because your brain injury wasn't up to par with his, he had to let you go.
Yeah, we kept forgetting different things.
Well, I can see where that be a problem. You got a date today, but you don't show up till tomorrow because you thought that.
He was a running back for the New Orleans Saints.
How long ago was this? Was this recent? Was this a long time ago running back? Or?
Like 5 years ago. And then when I got done with him, he went running back for more concussions. He's like, no, I think I'd rather have more concussions.
Wait, so you like him young then? So you went back to the NFL?
He wasn't really young. He was the youngest person I've ever gone on a walk with in Portland, Oregon from a gym.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But he was a nice guy. That's my life in a nutshell. What do you want to say to people to make them laugh? This is a horrible time we're going through, Marcus.
Oh yeah. Man, I'm currently still working though. But it is a horrible time that we going through. That's the truth. I'm a little jealous because a lot of people are able to stay at home and they're collecting this $2,000 unemployment check a week. And I'm still working hard for mine, and I'm not getting that $200 or $2,000. But I mean, other than that, I'm thankful that ain't nobody sick in my family.
Good.
I'm happy with that.
Yes. Can you believe what's
We are in some times that's a little crazy right now.
so crazy? And then you got people that are like, it's not really happening. We can do whatever we want. Let's reopen the city or whatever. You got people using it to hate each other. You would think that it would bring us all together, but no, we're going to find a way to argue about it.
I got a friend that's so paranoid with this whole situation. He afraid to cough and sneeze and then walk into his cough. So when he coughs, he takes off running because he's afraid that he gonna catch it from his own cough. I'm like, are you serious? Yeah, he's so paranoid. He put on a shirt over his nose, and then he puts on because he can't find the N95 mask. So he put on like 3 layers of shirts over his nose, just so he can stay clear of catching the virus. Now, I mean, everybody teaches on, but I'm like, man, sometimes you do a little too much. It's too hot to be having all the masks on your face.
It is. Oh, they had us wearing masks, and then they tell us that one mask is only good 17%. And I'm horrible with math. And so I don't know how many masks I have to wear to get to 100.
17%? Are you serious? Well, that's why he's wearing 4 or 5 masks then.
Exactly.
Only good 17%. I need one of the military grade gas masks. I need one of them.
Yes. And those come in handy if you have a nasty girlfriend.
But yeah, if you got one of them, it will come in handy. But I would assume and hope that if your girlfriend is that nasty, she is no longer your girlfriend. That's what I would assume, or hope, should say, not assume. Because if she nasty like that and you willing to stay, chances are you just as nasty as her. Chances are. So it's just 2 nasties based in nasty. That's what it is.
N95. I wonder why they call it a 95. Like, why didn't they say 100? Like, does it only?
Well, from what I thought it could clear 95% of the virus stuff in the air. That's what I thought. But if you're telling me it's only taking care of 17%.
No,
I got no clue why it's 95.
no, the N95s. They're supposed to, cover a lot, almost all of it. But these things that we're wearing on our faces, they're only 17%.
These little makeshift masks you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not worth a thing, and people are going outside. But you know what's fun is I'm 69 years old. I've never seen so many men.
That's a good number, but you don't look a day over 68.
Lately, even the brothers are telling me I look good for my age. The brothers, they used to say I look good, mama, and now all of a sudden you look good for your age. So I've been demoted.
Well, I wouldn't call it demotion. I would call that, I don't know what I would call it, but I wouldn't call it demotion. I wouldn't demote you.
Thank you. So, what do you have to say to people right now? Because comedians really, we keep the world running. When everybody's going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, we bring in logic somehow through comedy.
Yeah, we do. But it's a tough time for us too, because I'm feeling like a crackhead. I'm itching all over the place because I can't get on stage and tell no jokes. So I'm feeling like a donut hole, if you will, like I'm empty.
Yes.
But yes, we do try and bring laughter. But for the most part, most of us comedians really have issues ourselves, and so the way we get through our issues is by making you guys laugh.
Exactly. I sit here and talk with a lot of comedians, and some of them are having a real hard time just coping themselves. Your phone went, there you are. How do you stay balanced in this crazy time, Marcus?
Well, what I try and do is I got 3 kids. I got 2 daughters and a son. And so what I try and do is and a wife. And so what I try and do is I try and say a few comedy here and there with them, make them laugh, and that gets me going a little bit. Or what I do is I talk to some friends on the phone via Zoom. And I try, we'll converse and make each other laugh. Or last thing is, I have my closet is a full on window, and so I just perform in front of that closet. Just try and keep myself from losing it. I feel that it's working. I think that it's working. But I'm not gonna lie to you. I would love for the city to open up as well, but I don't want me or anyone to get sick. But the crazy thing is, they're saying it's a 98% success rate of getting back healthy. But I do understand that it's not like a common cold where it takes 3 to 4 days, 4 or 5 days for it to affect you. I understand if you get come in contact today, you should be sick probably more likely no later than tomorrow. So the rapid spread, but I just don't. Maybe I need to read a little more. Maybe that's what it is. I just need to read a little more about it. I try to because my friend is he's just completely paranoid. He is like if you walk around. This is what he said. He says if you walking around without a mask on, you're trying to kill me. That's what he said. You're trying to kill me because you don't know if you got it, but you spread it if you do have it. And so he's just all the time paranoid. So I'm not trying to read too much on it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get paranoid like that, but to where I'm looking around the corner for the virus. We can't even see the virus, but I'm looking for it.
I'm 69 years old, and the reason I'm saying it is not for a compliment, but in 69 years, I have never seen men wear protection.
well, a lot of times we think that we naturally safe a lot of times, but I try and wear it. But right now, with the temperature getting hot, man, it's hard to wear that mask and your face sweating, But I try.
Yeah.
But I'm married now, so protection, I don't need to wear that no more. I don't need to wear that.
Yeah, it must be rough, like if you have family and they go outside, if some yahoo sneezed on them and then they come home and bring home the virus, I'm all by myself. I have no chance of getting sick.
Well, yeah, you good there. What about you got to check the mail? What about, you got to go outside and check the mail.
Check the...
No dogs or nothing?
I know.
You have a dog or cat?
I want a dog. Do you know where there's a... What? I want...
Dog, catfish, jelly beans, something?
I want a dog. Do you know where I can get a free dog? I'm into free.
Free,
Not a pit bull, maybe like a beagle.
Does it have to be a puppy? If it has to be a puppy, I can't help you. But if it's an adult dog, I know a lot of people who have too many dogs. They're looking for a home for their dog.
I'm glad I said it. I would love to have an adult dog, and I don't want a great big huge one because I have very little strength in my hands, so I can't have like a dog that has a mind of its own. I gotta have like a mid-sized dog that's kind of dumb, like a Springer Spaniel or a Beagle.
Now, see, first you want it free, but now you want free with stipulations. Okay.
Here comes the white privilege.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, like, man, hold on. Being a black man, when we get free, we just want free. We don't. If it's free food and there's a piece of hair on the food, we don't care. It's free. It's free food. See, you want free food with no hair on it. It's like.
I didn't even know.
I can ask around. Now, is it okay if the dog maybe is limping on one leg? Does it have to be a healthy dog? Like,
oh no.
Rules here, so now,
I don't care if it has a half of a leg and no tail. I just want something that loves me unconditionally.
Oh, it's gonna love you. Dogs love. That's one thing dogs do. Dogs love. That's one thing that they do. You know what I'm saying? Even people who mistreat their dogs, which is wrong to do, the dog will still show that person love. So dogs love. So
what if we find out that dogs never loved us and the whole time they were just laughing at us?
Well, they probably do. I honestly believe that they are doing that because dogs have each dog has its own unique personality. So I believe that they are.
Yeah.
Even when they test us, like a dog may leave a little treat, a little nugget, behind, and then you step on it. I know he take off running. I know he laughing. I know he is.
I'm shaking the phone.
See that nugget in the house?
What's your favorite kind of dog on the planet?
To be honest with you, my favorite type of dog would be a dog that is not a yapper. I don't like yapper dogs, but I've come to like boxers and pit bulls. I had a pit bull. Her name was Shay, and she was I think she was a good dog. I mean, at first, I mean, like any dog, they don't know the rules, so everything is a little rocky trying to get things, get on the same page. But then she became a perfect dog, But then I had to let my dog go because the landlord did not want pit bulls. So I miss Shay, but I don't really know if I have her because I had a Chihuahua Shih Tzu. I had one of those, and she was a good dog. Only thing with her was if you was a girl, you couldn't get next to me. She would not let no other female next to me. She was not happy.
That's
She was not happy.
when a girl came into the house, did they get on the same cycle together?
I never because I had two female dogs. I never seen them ever have a cycle. I never seen them. People say they have them. I've never seen them have one.
No.
I guess I'm lucky.
I think that they
Go off and hide.
they get horny together. I think that's all it is. I don't think they go out and buy like feminine napkins or nothing.
Oh, but I never knew it. I never knew it.
My favorite dog in the world is a beagle.
Oh, those are the dogs that come back with the duck in their mouth, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
I had one and I lived in New York City and the people there said, does your dog bite? And they, like a New Yorker, your dog bite? So I got so sick of that question. I just said, give me $5 and I'll let you see. Gosh. Stick your hand in his mouth. You're a tough New Yorker.
But that's a crazy question because I mean any dog can bite. So if I tell you my dog, naturally, but the answer should be yes. Oh yeah, he bite. He has teeth.
Yeah.
Bite.
My beagle got into so much trouble. We called him Murphy for Murphy's Law, and then people would say, "Oh, New Yorkers are very blunt," and they'd say, "Is that a PTSD dog? Like, does that dog help you?" And I said, "Yep, it helps with PTSD. All right, it causes it." You want some PTSD?
PTSD, dog. That's the blunt stuff that's to come with the person. Do they at least know you? Is it strangers come to you?
No, New Yorkers are great for just saying, they're so in the moment. They should all be comedians.
I know a very funny New Yorker. He can't be a comedian though, because see, the thing is, comedy it's not as easy. See, people think this because they make their friends or people around them laugh that they can do the same thing on stage. In a situational comedy, which is what people are doing when they're with their friends because they see something and they go on stage. That's two different things. So but I know he's a hilarious person when we're out and about. He tried to get on stage one time and he crashed and bombed. But we all do our first time, so
Yes. That's a very interesting comment that you can be funny among your friends, but it's a whole nother talk show when you get on stage.
Oh, it sure is.
What was your first stage experience like, Marcus?
Oh, man, my first stage. I'm going to tell you this how it went. I got on stage. They said, come to the stage, Marcus. Yeah, I got on stage. My mind went blank. I forgot my name, forgot everything. I'm looking at the audience. They're looking at me. 15 seconds go by. I just said, thank you. Have a good night. And I walked up the stage. and then I remember the host was eating chicken wings. He ran on stage with a chicken wing in his hand and the microphone like, what the hell just happened? So that was my first time. And what happened was they felt so sorry for me. A good friend of mine, he's a comedian, still a comedian. He told me I was gonna go home because I was nervous. You know what I'm saying? I was embarrassed today. So he told me, stay right there, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring you back. Stay right there. He's gonna perform, and then we can leave together. But what he did was I didn't know. He went to talk to the host, told the host to bring me back up about 3 or 4 comics later. I didn't know that. So we sat back down, and he said, hey, this will be your jokes. So we went over my jokes or whatever, and then next you know, the host was back on stage. And I didn't know this, mind you. He says, come to the stage. Very funny guy, Marcus J. I'm like, there's another Marcus J. And then I was like, "No, you." I was like, "Oh," so I go up there and I get on stage and I they knew I was nervous. The audience members, so they gave me pity laughter. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember my first joke was I think it was I was at a strip club and the stripper had is it, how do you go? I was at a strip club and the stripper had one boob. You know what I'm saying? So I threw 50 cents at it because she don't deserve a whole dollar. You know? So that was they laughed at it, you know. So I was like, oh, okay, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I have something here. And then I did that thing, said at the next place, and nobody laughed. So I was like, okay, well, maybe I don't have something here.
How many years have you been in this?
Oh, man, I've been in the game for, we're looking at 9 years.
Wow.
And it took me 4 years before I found my voice, my style, if you will. So the first 4 years, I was being funny, but I didn't know who my style was, didn't know who I was or what I was, you know. So it took me about 4 years to realize my style. I'm over a ranter. It seems like I'm arguing, if you will, or complaining. That's more my style, you know. So
like sarcastic ranting?
Yeah.
I love that. What kind of things do you like to rant about?
My son, my wife, my daughter. What else I rant about? Like I said, I got a joke where I go, you should be able to test drive kids like you test drive a car. You should be able to go to an establishment and be like, hey, Marcus, how do you like that kid? Well, he don't jump high enough, but they got that one in the beige color. It's just like a, let's say you're bringing it back to me. Now I want to get on stage.
Oh, that's funny. So, if you were to encourage other people to stay sane, there's people on here like Miss Arkansas is on here.
Hey, Miss Arkansas, how you doing?
She'll probably hit you up to interview you too. She's doing this too. We help each other.
Oh, let's do it. Miss Arkansas, I'm available. Anybody, I'm available. You want to interview me? Anybody?
Cool.
All I ask for is 2 rolls of toilet paper. That's it. You know, toilet paper's hard right now.
Will you give me?
Toilet paper.
Will you give me a week to find it? I know I put it here somewhere. So
my uncle, he somehow he got a key at the for the bathroom at the what was it at the Walmart. He go in there and take the toilet paper from the Walmart stalls.
oh my goodness, you're gonna rip off Sam Walton at a time like this?
But he ripped us off. But I mean, it's I'm pretty sure that's like straight sandpaper. He wiping with.
I didn't understand why toilet paper was such a thing. I mean, we have running water.
Me either, because I'm just like I feel if you ain't got no toilet paper, then help your ass in the shower.
Yeah. Just don't eat anything solid, and if you're a guy, do you really need toilet paper? I don't know that you do.
Well, for number 2 you do. For number 2 you do.
Just don't eat solids.
Unless you go hop in the shower.
Yeah. So what's the craziest observation you've seen people out doing during this pandemic? Like, don't do this. This guy looked nuts doing this.
I don't really go out much, so I can't really say.
Have you seen, what's the funniest video you've seen on the internet, like on TikTok or Zoom?
Well, I seen a video that said Vegas is not abiding by the rules, and there's a beach, and they're saying people in Vegas are flocking to Vegas beaches. I'm like, we ain't got a beach out here. That was the funniest thing I've seen.
Maybe they meant bitches. Where are the bitches?
I'm telling you right now, it's a tough time for side pieces because a side piece can't even see they can't see. I mean, it's a tough time.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just off for the players because they doing the hardest. Well, however they tell us the most obscene stories to these side pieces. How come I can't see you? Oh, you know we got the virus. Can we FaceTime? No, we can't FaceTime. And the virus, it may come from the phone camera. I can't be FaceTiming. Yeah, it's a text. It may.
What's the biggest thing that you miss that happens in Vegas besides comedy?
I do miss the festivals. When I get any festivals, unfortunately, we missed the NFL draft. That's what I was going to be out here. I miss meeting new people from other countries and other states. Because performing, you get to meet other people.
Yeah.
I miss that. Man.
Who are you glad that made it into the draft? NFL draft. I was voting for Herbert from U of O.
Yeah, he went to the Chargers, right?
Yeah.
He went to the Chargers. I wanted Javon Kinlaw for Atlanta, but he ended up going to San Francisco. Who I'm happy, DeAndre Swift, because I'm from Georgia, so I like the Georgia Bulldogs. He's a Georgia Bulldog running back, and also our two offensive linemen that got drafted. So I'm a Georgia guy. I'm a Georgia boy. So I love the Georgia guys getting drafted.
Nice, very nice. So if you had something to tell people, like we're comics, so we are the voice of reason. So if you have something to say to people, how to stay sane, even though the world's falling apart around us, how would you help people to stay sane until we get out of our lockup? This is like prison, Okay, yeah. It's not that bad.
Stay safe. What I say, man, you better break open that PS2 and PS4, play some video games. You know what I'm saying? Make fun of yourself. Get a mirror. You know what I'm saying? Take off your clothes. Majority of us don't look good naked. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And look at that mysterious mole on your chest. Like, where the hell this came from? Just do stuff like that, man. Just make fun of yourself, and play board games. Me and the kids and the wife, we play board games. Cards. We do all kinds of stuff. We're gonna make some pizza. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna we bought the dough and all the toppings. And we're gonna actually make our own pizza. So
wow,
stuff like that. Yeah.
That's great. What do you do if you're all by yourself? Do you imagine you have friends with you? I've developed about 17 personalities, one a day.
See, that's good though. That's good. That's good to have to develop the personality because I used to have a radio show. I was on xradio.biz a long time ago, and I had three characters in me. You know what I'm saying? I had Miss Mabel. She was an old senile lady. I had Cleotis. He was an old man. That was Miss Mabel's brother. You know what I'm saying? But he was senile. And then I had Jimmy Bean. He was an old drunk that nobody knew where he came from. You know what I'm saying? So I would do all the case, and I would speak. Miss Mabel would be like, "Hello, everybody. How y'all doing today?" That's Miss Mabel. So Cleotis was like, "Can somebody please give me some water? Can somebody?" The Jimmy Bean, ain't no water around here. I'm gonna need you to go around the corner and go down to the nearest Piggly Wiggly's. So I have I have my characters. It was a good time. You know what I'm saying? So you being able to have those multiple personalities, you own those. You know what I'm saying? And perfect those and bring them on stage. You know what I'm saying? Welcome them bad boys. Welcome them.
Like some people are lucky they have multiple personalities. But I've been so bored, I've been creating them just to have playmates.
Yeah. And bring them out on stage. You know what I'm saying? Because at this point, we all on the same playing field right now. When this opens up and we all start doing comedy, we all rusty. So when you bring out anything new, if it don't go well, go to the next thing. If that don't go well, go to the next thing. If that don't go well, go to the next thing. Something's gonna go okay. You know what I'm saying? So, just that's what I say. Just keep at it. You know what I'm saying?
Who is that said just keep trying shit, trying shit?
Actually, you know, which comic said that? But yeah, keep trying. Just keep trying shit.
I think it was Cat Williams.
Yeah, I think it was. You're right. One thing I've learned is my least favorite joke, or the joke that I wrote, that I thought was going to get the least laughs, is the joke that gets the most laughs. And then the joke that I thought was going to get the most laughs is the joke that gets the least laughs. It's like, how in the hell?
Yeah, we just never quite, like, no matter what we do, we always want to get better and better. And we always, like, as artists, we are never happy, and that's part of the fun. They say, we have to be crazy to do this. No, I think you're crazy if you don't do it. I think everybody should get out and try to make people. Do you know how healing it is to make people laugh?
Yeah. And believe me, it is. It is. Oh my! That feeling right there is amazing. And like, I don't do drugs, but I can imagine. You know what I'm saying? It's like being